So this is a little what's it called, little cooking vlog. Kitchen's dirty. Didn't plan this shit. So yeah, just your typical Jordan Ezell raw content. Not making anything up for the internet. You know, I put my real life on here, so y'all can see that it doesn't take all that fancy Instagram shit, all that aesthetic lifestyle shit to get to where you want to go. Like, I'm literally, you know what I'm saying, I don't have avocado, I don't have none of that, you know, the macros and the whatever right now, because, you know what I'm saying, I don't even have money to go to the grocery store. You know, I barely have money to put gas in my car, but I don't make excuses. I still come on here and I show y'all how I am, and how I am has nothing to do with the things I have externally. It has to do with what I have internally. And what I have internally is fucking drive, passion, motivation, and habits instilled in myself that it took me years to create. So I come on here and share with people so you don't have to go through that. So that way, maybe when you go through the grind, you might have a little more. And I don't mean have a little more externally and shit. You can have however much money that you want in this world, but there's still millionaires that want to fucking put a bullet in their brain. I don't know if I can say that on here, but there's still millionaires that want to end it all because they got there and they realized that money just amplifies the person that you are. So if you don't create the person that you want to be, you're going to amplify a person in their habits and their qualities of somebody that you're not. So then you're going to get there and you're going to feel like you're trying to fit into an image of somebody that you're not. And you're going to have to deal with that for the rest of your life. So I advise you, you're watching this video, you're early in the stage. You're early in your growth. So just understand that you're not building, you know, an empire. You're building the man that you want to be when you have the empire. Because you can't build an empire. You can just build the man that has an empire, and you become that man. And it happens naturally. That's why I say the systems optimize themselves. The systems optimize themselves by you putting the work in. You shouldn't be worried about the outcome. Just worry about what you put in. Because the outcome is a side effect of what you put in, right? People take Ozempic for its side effect. They don't take, you know what I'm saying? They take drugs for the side effect of the drug, you know? They don't take the drug because the drug is what they want, right? Or else everything would just be a placebo. But people nowadays just chase motivation, which is the placebo of the things that, you know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm saying. But the eggs are done. Low-key overcooked these shits, but I need to fucking hit my macros. I just fucking ate the rest of my eggs. I mean, we might have to hit up the fucking grocery store. Might have to hit up the fucking grocery store. Trying to hit my macros and shit. Eating like this fucking bulking is fucking a little expensive, especially when I can't work because I have a job. I do sales. I'm an incredible salesman. But we're not there yet. And you know, this is just showing y'all the life that I have. Just showing y'all the life that I see. Look, this is the refrigerator that I come home and see. You know, I show y'all all this shit on the internet, and I built all of this shit, right? And this is what I see in my refrigerator. See, my dad, right? The takeout boxes, the beer, the fucking fried chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the environment that I'm in, right? But I don't see that. I don't see the problems. I don't see those as problems. I see those as opportunities to build resilience, right? I'm black. I like fried chicken. I came home last night. I see Popeyes in the refrigerator. I'm like, shit. I'm gonna eat good. And I was like, you know what? I'm bulking. That doesn't mean I'm eating shitty. That just means I'm eating more good food. And I got to thinking. I was just like, man, like, what type of man am I? What type of man am I? You gotta ask yourself that a lot. And this is just a cooking vlog, you know. I want to make some more like real content. I mean, all of my content is really who I am, but I'm saying, like, I just want to make some content of, you know, who I am for real. You know, I want to show y'all the life that I live because see, if I come on here and I make some shit up and show y'all a life that I don't live, then when I really have the shit and I show y'all are gonna be like, oh well, that's just him. And then I'm gonna be like, well, fuck, why does nobody care? Why does nobody care that I just got my new Porsche? Why does nobody care that I'm staying in the gym so consistent? Well, when creators get depressed from the shit that they're creating, it's because they're creating some shit that's not them. That's not them. See, I'm not going to come on here and show y'all the persona of the man that I want to be. I need to actually be that man for myself and show y'all me being that man. Because y'all need to do the same thing. Y'all don't come on here for motivation. The people who watch my videos don't come on here for motivation. Y'all don't come on here for motivation. Y'all come on here to understand what it looks like to be great. And I can't show y'all what it looks like to be great if I'm not great. And that's what I aspire to do. I just aspire to come on here and be somebody. And not just be anybody, but be somebody that is deserving of the things that I desire. You see, you can't just chase your goals. You have to chase being the person that deserves achieving those goals. And I don't know how much longer this video is gonna be, but I just wanna come on here and be really honest. Be really honest with you guys, and just let y'all understand that, you know, the meal prep always isn't gonna be a 3-course meal. Sometimes it's gonna be this, a plate of eggs to nourish my body after my workout. I come on here to say your refrigerator isn't always gonna look like a fucking 5-star restaurant. You're gonna be tempted, and you should be praying to God, asking for more pain, asking for more struggle, because the depth of your struggle determines the height of your success. So it's just like a boat, right? Or if you ever had a water bottle in a pool, or like when you played in the pool and you had a beach ball at the beach, right? The deeper you push that ball, right, into the water, the deeper you push it, the harder it's gonna feel to keep it under the surface, right? But the deeper you go, the higher it's gonna come out of the water when it comes up. And it's gonna have all that momentum built by pushing it down. And that might not even be scientifically correct, but y'all follow me, right? Your state, you as a human being, and the qualities and values you have are that ball, right? And the bigger you grow that ball, the more buoyancy it has. I know I'm getting real sciencey here, but follow me. The more buoyancy it has, the more air is in it. So the deeper you push it, right? It's gonna be hard to uphold those standards that are so big and so built, so strong. And it's gonna be hard to push it. It's gonna be hard to keep up those high standards, right? But you just push it deep down under that water every day. Is that depth between the surface and the top of that ball is that consistency. You just push it down, push it down, push it down. And then when it's time, you'll know when it's time. You'll know when it's time. And when your arms get strong enough for you to let go and look back at what you've created, you let that ball fly up in the air. That's the height of your success. See, all the work that you're putting in, you're fucking pushing that ball under the water. You need to keep growing it. You need to keep growing as a person. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. That's the only analogy you ever need. That's it. That's it. Just keep striving to be the man that deserves the things that you want. You don't want that shit if you don't deserve it. Because you'll know deep inside that you didn't do shit to earn it. And you'll lose it just like you got it. You gotta create that shit within yourself. You gotta be worth a Lamborghini to buy a Lamborghini. I'm not talking about the money. You gotta be worth $1 million to be a millionaire. I'm not talking about the money. Because what comes next to that dollar sign should equate to the man you are inside. See, the numbers between them commas and decimals should equate to the amount of work you put into yourself. Because when it's off balance, you're fucked up. And it doesn't always have to be a bad thing. If I'm worth more money, if I'm worth more inside than I show outside, then that means I'm doing something wrong. And it might just come down to the fact that I haven't been putting the work in long enough. I haven't been holding that ball under water long enough for it to grow big enough to shoot up, right? But I'd rather that and be fucked up like that than be fucked up in the way that I get to the place and I gotta go back and backtrack and fill in all the gaps that I didn't understand. And that's what I look to instill in people. The fact that if you take the time to build the man you want to be, the path between where you are and where you want to be, God will clear it. You put faith first, family first. You build your mindset off of those two core values. Then you build the habits off of that mindset. Then you nourish your body with food, the fuel to keep you going. You put good things in your body, things that keep your vibration high. And I'm not saying no, woke, like whatever shit. It's scientifically proven. What you put in your body is what you get out of your body, right? You put that food in your body, you get good workouts, you get a good physique. And your financial state is a reflection of your physical state if your mindset and your habits are correct, right? Built off of your faith and your family. Once your finances are correct, that pyramid becomes complete. And you see that you've built undeniable self-certainty that you are the man that you set out to be that first day that you wrote that promise to yourself in your little notebook when you were a teenager. When you were 5 years old and you, mommy, a race car, look. You bought 3 of them because you became the man that instills the values in other people. You start lifting people up around you. That's who you need to become. Don't aspire to have it. Don't aspire to have it all. Aspire to deserve it all. And the only way to deserve it is by first being that man inside. Because deep down, you know when you're putting 100%. When you're sprinting, right, you might win the race. But when they ask you, oh my gosh, that was an amazing performance. That was the fastest time ever, right? You set a record. You set a world record. And you know if you let up, you know if you could have set that bar a little higher for yourself. And that should be your only fear as a man. Not setting that bar as high as you know you could have. Because you're going to look back and you're going to say, well, shit. What if? Instead of asking yourself, what if in 10 years, you should put in so much work now. And the only question you should be asking yourself right now, so you don't have to ask what if then, is who? Who is the man that you need to be to say that you put everything in? And what qualities they have? Write down a list of a couple things that you want to achieve. And then write down another list of things that person did to deserve it. Because that will be the only way. That is the only way to close the gap. Is by first being inside and deserving it.